Welcome everyone. Welcome. This video here, let me get a perfect view. Hold your horses. This video we're going to talk about the magician in the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck. He's called the Magus. And this is the symbol for Mercury, which has to do with communication and speech. The magician, he can manifest anything with the word, with the words that proceed out of my mouth. Anything is possible. So Mercury has to do with communication. Okay, we'll just drink it like that. Let me get my juice. Tarot card. And we're going in. Video number 2. So the first video we talked about the 0 card, which was the Fool. And that had to do with silence, the breath, but then the breath creates the words. And the words are actually what manifest these physical things into existence. And I can manifest anything with the words that I speak. So you see, it kind of looks like he's naked. Dude is sitting there, well, he's not sitting there. He's standing there absorbing the sunlight, which is making him more powerful. He has one hand up, one hand like this, as above, so below. He is bringing the kingdom of heaven down to the earth, and he's bringing the earth up to the kingdom of heaven. And where is the kingdom of heaven? It is within me. It is the right hemisphere of my brain. That is where God dwells. In the right hemisphere. And if you look at his legs, his feet are tied together. Sort of like the way Jesus was crucified on the cross and the nail pierced through his feet. So he had holes in his feet. One nail was driven through. So this resembles crucifying the old man. Sort of like in life, you may hit a rock bottom and then realize, like, man, I need to get my shit together. And then you start getting your shit together, and then you are born again. You have a whole nother path. And with the Fool card, anything is possible. But in order to manifest it, you need to speak the words into existence. If you just keep it in your mind, it will not manifest. You actually have to put in the work and speak these things into existence. And when you speak it, anything can happen. You could create any reality that you desire. Cheers, family. So he has like a snake on the top of his head, and that resembles a serpent, the knowledge of the Kundalini energy, that that rises up the spine and brings enlightenment. So research the Kundalini energy and learn about this knowledge so then you could produce the words that create your reality. You have to think about, what do I really want in life? A lot of us don't know what we want. I like this one quote. I want the same thing that you want, and I don't know what you want. Which pretty much means like, no one knows what the fuck they want. But that's why it's good to write down what write down what you want on a piece of paper exactly, and then imagine it in your imagination, and then begin speaking the words that are in alignment with this reality and manifest it. You can do it! So we got a little sword here. It's like he's manifesting things with his mouth, speaking words that have to do with battle. A little cup of some stuff up in there. So it's just like a potion. He's brewing it up. This looks like a recliner. So just pleasure, luxury, abundance, love, compassion. These things are manifested with the words that we speak. So don't be speaking poverty, pain, suffering, lack, things that the TV is going to speak to you. Because when you turn on the radio or the TV and listening to some negative songs, they're speaking words into you, and then that goes into your imagination, and then it creates a vibration that lives inside of you, and then you begin speaking the same type of vibration. So that's why you got to cut yourself off from anything that you don't want to manifest in your life. And many people are in a predicament. They're living a life that they don't want. And they're a product of the knowledge, the information that they've accumulated throughout their life. And the issue is, it's genetically modified information. We have been programmed with lies our whole life. If I was raised as a child to believe the truth, and everything that was taught to me was the truth, well, I wouldn't be sitting in a box at a retirement home, people shitting in their pants and then falling and smacking their heads off of tables, and then I have to call an ambulance. And people wouldn't be working a job putting cheeseburgers in a fucking bag for 15 years. That's a product of the information that we've received growing up. And if we receive the wrong information, lies, then we're going to begin to speak these lies into existence and then walk a path, physically manifest something that we don't want. And the world would not be in the condition it is in today if we were taught the truth. This is a product of being probed and just constantly bombarded with lies. I was brought to a public school. I was brought to church. I was taught that the Bible was reality, that these things physically happened, when the Bible actually says that it's an allegory. Galatians chapter 4, verse 24. The story of Abraham and Esau and Jacob and Sarah. These people didn't even exist. It is illustrating a spiritual meaning. And then when they asked Jesus, Jesus, what are we going to pay Caesar with? He said, go out to the lake, cast your line into the water, and then when you pull up a fish, open up its mouth, and there's going to be money inside the fish. Did that physically happen? Or is that telling you that you can manifest anything with the words that you speak? But it first begins in the mind. So we have the breath, which is silent, and then it forms words. So those words, be careful what words you speak, because the words that you speak will resemble the reality that you are creating. So he has wings coming off of his feet. So the feet, you're walking, that is what moves you. So we're talking about movement. We're talking about words coming out of us. And the angel wings, it's gonna help us ascend. And the magician, he speaks whatever he desires into existence. So there's been evil magicians speaking lies into us, creating a vibration, so then people start applying lies and misinformation, and they end up in a predicament, working a shitty fucking job, making somebody else rich. So somebody is harnessing their energy like they're a Duracell battery. But see, you are the magician. You need to realize who you are. You are the I am. I am you, you are me, we are all things. We are the universe. There is no we, it is just I am. I am you. So this thing is like trying to fight him, but it doesn't stand a chance. It just like throwing its fist up, but then the light that is coming from the magician, from the Magus, the words that he's speaking, the truth that is coming forth from him dispels this motherfucker. He can't stand a chance. This is the lies once you begin creating your reality. Everything that is untrue, genetically modified information, misinformation, lies, and thinking that the Bible is reality, hey, these things are an allegory. This is mythology. We need to logically look at life and then just take things for what it is. And then speak the words and what we want to experience into existence. And the world is ours. We could do anything. And that's what the magician does. The magician is looking to the right, and he's smiling a little bit. He's like, yeah, buddy, I got this shit on lockdown. So what else we got in this thing? Has to do with communication and physically speaking the words into existence and manifesting your reality. And see that serpent on the top of his head resembles the Kundalini, resembles the snake in the midst of the Garden of Eden. See, you could eat of any tree in the whole garden, but the knowledge is forbidden. And that's the way that people are brought up in Babylon, in this culture that goes completely against nature, where we're told, just shut the fuck up. Put the cheeseburgers in the bag. You're going to have a mansion when you die. You're going to go to heaven. So just don't say anything. That's why you're taught in school to sit down and shut up when you're supposed to be communicating with other children. That's the whole purpose. That is how you're going to manifest your reality, by the words that you speak. So first there's the thought. Then the thought gets transformed into the words, and then that is what creates your reality. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. This is the first card in the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck. The Magi. The Magus. I'm Jori Richard. Thank you for watching.